Welcome back. Well, she's one of the most successful Hollywood stars, but this week Cameron Diaz is taking centre stage for a different reason. The A-lister has shared her views on infidelity, saying everyone will be cheated on at some point in their lives. And if history is anything to go by, well, celebrity infidelities are rife. From the White House,
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
To the golf green.
I am deeply sorry for my irresponsible and selfish behavior.
And of course, the silver screen. Infidelity is a tale as old as time.
I cheated myself.
And it's alive and well today, with Tori Spelling the most recent high-profile victim.
I cheated on my wife.
I'm really mad.
I was out of control.
I can never give him enough sex. He's never going to be happy with just me.
Who can forget Bill Clinton's public admission of infidelity?
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate.
Hillary Clinton stayed by her husband, but Tiger Woods wasn't so lucky.
It was time for, his wife to know and for me to let it go.
His wife Elin leaving him soon after his many indiscretions came to light. But it's not just men with a wandering eye. Kristen Stewart cheated on Robert Pattinson with married director Rupert Sanders, and Meg Ryan's dalliance with Russell Crowe famously ended her 10-year marriage to Dennis Quaid. Whoopi Goldberg has also admitted to adultery.
Yes, I screwed around, yes, while I was married. I made those mistakes too, yeah.
Proving infidelity can strike anyone, anytime. For more, we're joined by sexologist and founder of Sexology Australia, Elaine George, live in the studio. Now, Elaine, we just saw a little glimpse into celebrity infidelities, and let's face it, if it happens to those people, they're good-looking, they're rich, they've got everything they need, what kind of a message does that send for the rest of us?
Well, I think it's a very sad message because I think it tends to glamorise it, almost, dare I say, normalise it. And infidelity is, look, we're dealing with emotional dynamite. We're dealing with not only the two spouses that are involved, but often children, often extended family. So my message is that, I don't think it's, a good thing. And I tend to think, it's glamorised by some of these, big leaders in the world.
I feel like looking at that, if it happens to them, it probably will happen to the rest of us. I mean, if they can't stop it, what hope do we have?
Exactly, Anne. And the thing is, the stats vary. No matter what you look at, the statistics show that up to 60% of men will, wander during a marriage, 45% of women, but that even depends on what reports you're looking at, because some will say, well, that's even underreported because it's people that are admitting it. So then you can actually think, well, maybe it's higher.
I mean, we can't take it as gospel because it came from Cameron Diaz, but now she said all people have been cheated on or at some point in their lives will be. Now, what can we take from that? Is that just a silly comment, or is there any truth in there?
I think maybe it's because she's promoting her latest film, Another Woman.
Could be.
I think it's again, it's one of those comments that can be said sort of flippantly, and to some people, sure, that might be the way it is. But I don't think we can get disheartened by a comment like that and think, well, yeah, every single man and his dog is going to be unfaithful. And I think the message that I want to get out there to viewers is that, monogamy still exists. It's a social construct, but it's still very viable.
What are the main reasons that people cheat?
Good question, Tom. I think, unfortunately the reality is the romance phase always lasts. So people, remember when sex was really great, right at the beginning of the relationship, and then when that peters out and people face this kind of mundane daily routine, then they're kind of going, do I look for a better partner? Do I look for a bit of spice? Do I look for varying my sex life? And do I look for something that's going to make me feel more in love, not just with another person, but often with myself as well?
That's the big reason.
One of them.
Okay.
What impact does that have then on the person who has been cheated on?
I think the impact it has is that it's devastating. I've seen this with clients. It's hard to actually put the words to it in terms of describing a person's feeling. You hear people that say, I want my heart ripped out. I'd rather have physical injury. I'd rather have cancer. I'd rather have something else to deal with than the pain that they go through with the mistrust that comes about and the breach of trust and the breach of confidences. It's just truly devastating and emotional dynamite.
What's to be said about the sites like Ashley Madison, where that's just encouraging people to go out and seek affairs? I mean, what kind of messages are they sending? I mean, 500,000 members in Australia alone, so people are buying into it.
Yeah, I think it's fairly confronting, to say the least. I think it's abhorrent. I think it's really like getting a carrot and dangling it in front of people. And to say life is short, have an affair, it should rather be life is short, you know, let's get real and let's work at, you know, keeping the marriage alive.
What are some of the telltale signs that your partner may be cheating on you?
The obvious one is that people change their appearance, and it might not be so obvious. It can be subtle. It can be losing weight. It can be getting a new wardrobe. You know, guys, watch out when the women go and get new underwear, or women watch out when the guys go and get new underwear. Often it's a bit of like, oh, why did you go and do that? Or they'll be secretive, or they'll stay at work longer. So, you know, we all know of people that become a bit obsessive with their mobile phones or iPads or whatever it is, then it's putting a new password on it. So it's doing things that, you know, are clandestine activities that again don't necessarily spell doom and gloom at first. It's often not until the person's found out that they've been cheated on that in hindsight they can look back and reflect over the past 6 months and go, oh my God, you know, it was so obvious.
All the signs were there.
But not necessarily obvious at the time.
Yeah, right. And what about when they withdraw emotionally from the relationship? Should the red flag go up?
Well, again, it's interesting because some people will actually find that an affair, extramarital sex on the side, will add spice to the bedroom. So it will actually augment the sex drive between a couple involved. And you get all sorts of questions there. But it will also dampen that kind of emotional intimacy.
Yep.
So that's the real...
Complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated, but
basically,
it's that connection between people that will start to go out the window.
Yeah,
All right.
sure. OK.
Elaine, thank you.
Thank you, Elaine.
But I think, can I just say one positive remark?
Yes.
I think, you know, for anybody out there that's in an affair at the moment, think about it, think about why they're in it and get out of it, or seek some kind of help, because people can recover.
Thank you.
Advice.